All right, my late lovable laughing lichlings. If we're going to talk about fucking aliens, let's do it on the record.
I would like to have sex with aliens, please, but like physical aliens. Also, I really don't want to know what they're saying. So if they're like one of those aliens that are like going to give me a brain worm to where I can understand their speech patterns, no thanks. I like the mystery.
For the record, bacteria are physical.
Boo! I can't fuck bacteria, Jesse. I'm not trying to get a UTI. Definitely not a space UTI.
And that's the title.
I just want to have
Space UTA.
I just want to have an elaborate intergalactic incident where one of us thinks it's a handshake and for the other it's sex.
Oh, yeah. That would also be fun. 10 out of 10. Or give me an enemies to lovers moment. Capture me, aliens, and then turn me to your side. I can't bear children anymore though, so I might not be
Help me, step alien. I'm stuck.
Dan, tell us what happened last time.
Okay, so we delved deeper into the dungeon with our nice little gnome friend, and then I made a new not me friend in the mirror with the character that I'm not currently playing this session, Kaelor. I stared into the mirror, saw myself, and suddenly I was in the pitch black void of the Mirrorverse, and I was not a fan of it, which was strange for my character, because normally I like it when things are pitch black. Meanwhile, Doppelganger me was unsuccessfully trying to convince people to leave the fucking dungeon, so I decided my best option was to try to lure everyone away by attempting to kidnap our 10-foot tall corpse child that is magically pretending to be a giant mentally handicapped furbog. Now Doppelganger me is running wild, real me is banging against the mirror, trying to figure out how to get back to reality, and the character I am currently playing was introduced to the party, who is a very boisterous gnome that likes to bang on a drum and play stringed instruments and kill things with a big axe.
And remind us who this individual was.
Okay. Oh yes, I forgot that was a very important bit. We had a long encounter with a very This art looks slightly different. Was this the same guy with the two giant? Yeah. That's the same guy. A very powerful and very socially awkward wizard that does not know how to flirt with two very intimidating golems that he had freshly made, who was checking out some interesting books on the bookshelf, having a dead-end conversation about why this mysterious wizard that seems to have implausibly been arrested escaped from super jail, and then after taking a look at some books, fucked off through a portal. I forget his name.
Well, the guy that we met wasn't the super jail guy. It was a
No, he
mage.
wasn't Parker.
It was Ogres.
Yep,
Although we did
Ogres.
have theories at first.
We did. We thought.
Yes.
maybe.
Oh, we definitely thought.
All right. And then you guys came out of said dungeon.
And
We also
properly fucked Jesse's epic level character.
No, hold on, pause. You guys went to go talk to, I think, Lady Vianola, then you met your new companion, the gnome dude, and then you came back for some reason that I can't remember, and you met a Rakshasa who was not prepared, because he wasn't prepared to do anything, and then you fucked him. And then that's where we ended.
We raw dogged him. I think we came back because we realized that Kaelor was in the mirror dimension and we were trying to come
That's
back
right.
and rescue.
That's right. All right. Well, you've just destroyed the body of the Rakshasa who immolated in front of you. And
Right.
you have...
Immolate? Or could I get a fingy?
Roll me a D100.
Would it
If
really
it's a
be
90 or above, I'll give you it.
Would it really be a finger?
Well, I think
Or
you're
would
going
it
to give
be a
us
toe bean?
things we could have picked off of his body too at the end.
Ah, fuck, I do remember this, and I don't remember what I was going to give you. Ah, great. Give me 2 seconds. Talk amongst yourselves.
Random magical item generator. Where is?
Exactly. Wait, that's too powerful.
He has 17 artifacts on it.
Definitely done that before. All right, so go ahead and talk amongst yourselves while I figure this out.
I'm stringing Christmas lights on the wall and writing out the alphabet.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Why?
Like season 1 Stranger Things, because he's in the
Oh.
upside down.
I get it.
Jesus. Uncultured swine. This entire.
Took me a second.
Sorry, I'm eating a bowl of cereal, so.
How dare you?
What is our
hungry.
new gnome friend doing?
Also, what's his name, and can you change your name placard?
My name what?
Your placard.
Oh, yes. Placard. Yes, I can change that. It is Corzin Rumblefinger.
Rumblefinger was the name he's given by the lady.
He just has vibrating fingers.
Second. In the yes.
Why are there 2 Sporelina?
One was her golem.
And I have a earth elemental.
Error.
All right. He has a bracers of defense. So that's definitely one item that he has. And a rod of absorption.
The sounding rod of absorption.
Oh god.
Okay. Okay.
But you guys had defeated this individual without much. That is delicious looking soup, by the way, Sam. Without much of an issue, and you are free to do whatever you'd like to do.
All right, look around for anything that looks like Kaelor might have got the scrubby hands on.
Who's Kaelor?
He kind of looks like you, but stretched out.
And he reeks of death.
That's a gross way to describe someone.
I realize that we're not selling this, but we do need to find him.
Oh yeah, no, he still needs to be found. I'm just letting you know. He's our brother.
Barry
We
goes over
strangely do miss him.
and lifts the couch up, looks underneath.
He is not under the couch.
Oh, Burry. It's okay, buddy.
Barry. He goes
It's
over
okay.
and lifts up the bookcases.
Oh,
He
buddy.
is not under the
Well,
bookcases.
if he started acting weird in the tunnels, then we should probably go back to the tunnels.
I agree. I just don't know, like, would it... why do I feel like we're all gonna get sucked into this mirror portal?
We did ascending on Kaelor. That's how we know he's in the upside down, right?
Yes, I tried to message him.
Right.
Is there,
Or, like, I tried to do sending to him,
is there
and
a
I couldn't.
mirror?
There is not a mirror in this area right now, but there is the water in the sewers below.
Now, quick question. If we do get sucked into the mirror dimension, Sporelina, can you get us back out?
Like with a planar shift kind of thing?
Yeah.
Let me see. I might be low on spell slots right now.
I mean, I could do teleportation circle too.
I don't think that would get us out of the plane, though. It would get us somewhere else on the plane.
Fair. I tried.
Now, if it was
Well-
anyone else stuck in the mirror dimension, I would say it could just be as easy as finding an exit that looks like a mirror, but it's your brother, so who knows how easy or hard it would be to get out of there.
Also, I don't mean to be like a Debbie Downer on this whole sitch, because I do obviously want to retrieve Kaelor, alive or dead. But if he got trapped in the mirror plane by a mirror golem or some sort of mirror creature. Shouldn't we find the creature that looks like him and took off?
I don't think any. Wait, I thought that was him.
No, the creature that took off wasn't him.
It's some kind of doppel.
Yeah.
My mic might have cut out during that part.
Well,
Jesse, I just sent you a Corzin Rumble finger token.
Got it.
we don't know precisely what the creature is, or if it would still even look like Kaelor, if it could take other forms. And from Kertz's failure, it seems like we don't know exactly where he went into the city, so...
Shots fired.
If I remember correctly, we were all giving Kertz a really hard time.
Yeah, and thanks for your guys' help. Even though I definitely didn't help at all.
Okay, well, I guess down into the waters and figure out if there is any clues there. And no, I am tapped out of planar shift.
Then is it...
Oh wait, actually, I do have my 9th level spell slot left, so I could use it for that.
Well, would it be helpful if we hunkered down here for the night and went to find your brother in the morning?
Yeah.
Do you think he would stay in one place though?
Well, do we have the ability to send him another message saying, hey, chill out, we're gonna take 8 and come get you in a bit?
I mean, I can certainly send something. I just don't know if it would reach him.
Well, I reached him last time.
I don't think it did.
If I
Yeah,
recall,
no, it
it did. Yeah,
it
it
Oh,
did.
it
yeah.
did.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think it only is like a 5% chance of not reaching him because if he's on a different plane, but
all right. Well, I will go ahead and do another sending spell.
Well, no, I know, but would I be familiar with him?
Absolutely. It's Kaelor's body.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Continue.
All right. What do you say?
Kaelor, it's me. Stay where you're at. We're gonna try to come and get you. If you hear this, please respond with something.
Roll a d100. 95 or higher. 96 or higher. It does not go where you want it to go. You're good. Kaelor, you received the message. What do you say if you choose to say anything at all?
So I got a couple of questions. So one, my understanding is I have been wandering aimlessly around this mirror dimension in total darkness.
Pretty much, yeah.
So number 2, am my current wanderings in total darkness-ish? Have I found a reflective thingy to look through into the normal dimension?
Yeah, so you're in like a puddle. It's like barely a millimeter in water, I guess, height. But it's enough that if you were to get some sort of light, you could look through and you could see what you and your doppelganger are seeing. But you only get quick glances, and you realize that they are moving. And the only times that you can see your doppelganger, this mirror golem, is when their reflection is seen in the real world. You see it moving down a market way. It was like a really polished thing of copper, like a copper jug that caught the reflection of it, and you like quickly saw your doppelganger move through the marketplace as they're running and rushing quickly. During that, make a wisdom saving throw, DC 18.
Okay.
Okay. You see, you like wait a little bit longer. You see another flash. It looks to be the doppelganger is like in front of a mirror trying to look better, shaving off the shaved beard, getting a haircut by a very, very good looking woman. Make another wisdom save.
I give him my inspiration.
I don't think you can. You're not there.
Damn.
Pay for effort.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah, you got his own.
Oh.
You
He's
get
got his
inspiration, so there you go. So the doppelganger is like looking away from the mirror, but you catch it just when it thought that you weren't looking. Then you see, and you're like in liquid, looking up at the doppelganger, and this is over the course of time, I should say. This is like over the course of an hour or two.
So, is it like, if I'm understanding correctly, it appears that I am just like, even if I'm not moving around in the darkness, I am seeing these new reflection spots just appear?
Yeah, as soon as in the real world, your doppelganger, the mirror golem, when it interacts with a mirrored thing, you get to see your mirror golem again and make a save to try and get back. But this is over the course of several hours.
Otherwise, he's kind
Okay.
of just in a void.
All right. Have we caught up time-wise to them communicating with me, or?
Not yet. One more.
Okay.
So you see yourself looking up at like you're obviously the mirror golem is obviously looking down at some sort of a liquid, a small cup. Make another wisdom save, and you can do so with advantage if you so choose to use your inspiration.
Yes, I would like to use the inspiration. If there's a time to use inspiration, it's right now.
19.
Yes.
So at this point, Kaelor, you find yourself looking down at a cup of very nice wine. The first thing you really perceive is the smell. You smell lovely for the first time in God knows how long. Your beard completely shaven. Your hair completely done and silky smooth. You see that you're in a very nice robe, and you are well groomed. Your nails have been trimmed.
You have a perm.
Got pampered. You look around the room and you can smell that there's incense just slowly burning off in the corner. You look to the bed and you see 3 very attractive women and silk robes all around the area. You realize you're in a whorehouse. A brothel, if
Okay.
you will.
Yeah, my God, they're not whores, they're
Sex worker
working
hat.
ladies.
I apologize.
All right. Are there any shiny objects around me in this brothel?
Tons. There's the mirror that you got your haircut in. There's the liquid that you
Don't
saw your
look at
reflection in.
I start spilling and smashing things.
There's one hanging above the bed.
Wait. No, wait. No, I'm casting magical darkness centered on myself.
As soon as you do, the women like scream and run out the door, and you are in magical darkness. Can you see in magical darkness?
I can see.
I think you can see in his.
I can see in mine when I cast it using sorcery points, which I am doing right now.
All right, and any reflections would just show a black spot, so you're good. At this point, you receive the message from Cinna.
It's like, all right, must stay in darkness, in horror house, back in body.
Okay,
Can I
well, now I'm
respond
starting
back?
to feel like this was a lie. But you have to
You
spend
have-
another spell slot.
Do you
Oh
have a
god
spell
damn
slot?
it!
Yeah,
I don't
of
have
course.
another spell. But if he's back in his body, can I do message?
Message is what, 30 feet?
100, just one. Something.
I mean, I can scry him. We can go.
Yeah, why don't you scry him? Because I like there. Realistically,
spell
there's
slot.
not just one. There is not just one house in this whole city.
True. Go ahead, Kaelor, and give me a wisdom save.
Come on.
What is the name of
He
the
has
city
a
again?
-5.
Wow.
Riven something?
He doesn't save.
Rivendell?
No,
That's not Rivendell. Hold on, let me get the name. I have it. The name is. I don't have it.
Ravensburg.
Hold on. I have it somewhere in my notes. Mel River.
Bell River, City of Horrors, they call it.
Oh my god.
With your scrying, do you want to listen or do you want to see?
Or do you want to feel?
I don't want to.
Oh god.
I don't want to feel my brother.
In this case, you see, and do you have true sight? Does the thing have true sight?
No, but I can see and hear.
Oh, I thought it was just one or the other.
Mhm.
Okay. You can hear people rushing out the room. You can see a ball of blackness that is you know what that ball of blackness is, or the cube or whatever manifestation it is. You assume
sphere.
Kaelor is within the sphere, and you see around the room. Make a perception check.
There's like 12 bags of stewed on the carpet.
I was gonna say maybe a history check, but I'm worse.
With that perception check, you're able to notice a few key items that will pinpoint you to where your friend or your brother is. Make a history check. All right. You are not quite certain what they are, but they look to be of natural. They look like natural symbols of like trees and bugs and satyrs and other things like that. But that's about the gist of what you get. Like they're on the mantelpiece, like these symbols and coat of arms, if you will.
So
10 minutes.
canon is now that Kertz did not visit houses of ill repute in his hometown.
Not that he can remember it.
Kaelor, what are you doing right now?
Right.
I feel like he's just slowly shuffling to a door and get out.
I'm like first I'm just like checking my I'm checking my pockets and shit and like trying to figure out and then like looking around the room through my darkness bubble trying to be like, oh god, is any of my shit still here? Did you get rid of my cloak of bat? What happened to my hair? I'm like feeling my face and my my beard and my head. And I'm like, oh god. What did he do to me?
All
Kaelor,
right.
can you see invisible objects?
Do you have true sight?
No, I don't have sight.
Okay. Well, you're in a blackness. Kertz, what do you tell your friends?
I don't know where. Well, we know he's in a brothel. It seems pretty fancy.
We assume he's still in this city. Why do we need to find him? He can find his way back to our
That's true.
Yeah, our place. You know, this is your
That's
city.
true.
The P Tavern.
Yeah, but I kind of want to give him shit for being in a brothel.
All right.
We can give him shit when he's back home, okay?
Yeah, and he did already embarrass himself by being taken over by a glassy puddle. That's punishment enough.
Excuse me. Sorry. Did I already pay? I'm sorry. I have a bit of a memory problem at the moment.
That'll be 100 gold pieces as the what's the mother called? Just the mother. Is that what they're called?
The house.
Matron.
Madam.
Thank you. Madam, thank you. Says that'll be 100 gold pieces, thank you, and please don't come back.
That's fine. Oh god.
You clogged our sinks and our drains.
Wait,
and
what? I did?
Probably
What did
from
I
all
clog 'em?
your greasy hair.
What did I clog them with?
Your greasy hair and
your sticky seam.
Yeah.
But when it was there a bat-like cloak there though?
yes, we have all your belongings, and she shoves like a trunk at you.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Well,
100 gold pieces first.
Here you go. Here's your 100 gold pieces. Rummaging through my pockets. I don't know how much this guy spent beforehand.
As you go through your pockets, you see that there is, I would say, how much money did you have?
Honestly, I haven't been keeping tracks. I've just been always defaulting to the party fund.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll say
you-
he would have had I feel like we would have given everybody like a I was gonna say a
Weekly allowance.
salary, but
Stipend.
like an allowance. Yeah.
Stipend. All right. Yeah, you're pretty much all good. And you can exit the area at this point. The rest of you, I assume, are headed to the P Tavern.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys head back, and as you do, Corazon, where are you going? Are you headed with the group?
Double character. Double character.
DM won't allow that.
Oh god. It's like, meh. I mean, I want to see this weird brother of yours, but I kind of got a show that I got to go to later tonight. You know, they already booked me. Yeah, I think this is finally gonna be when I make it big.
Corazon, you are performing at the P Tavern, by the way.
Okay. Well, I just
One of
thought,
those
oh
awkward
yeah.
moments when we we split up
See
and
you
then
later.
we're all walking the same way.
Yeah, this way.
Well, at least we can say we knew him when.
All right.
And
so
you know
guys...
what?
Yep, go ahead.
I put my hand on his shoulders and I just say, "Best of luck to you," and I give him some bardic inspiration.
Just for
Okay.
funsies.
Just for funsies.
So you guys head back to the P Tavern. Same old, very nice Fey like area and tavern. And Kaelor, you were actually very close. You were in the Fey section of the city, and you head back to the P Tavern where you catch a glimpse of the performance currently happening. Corazon, go ahead and give us a performance check. And it better be good. With your bardic inspiration. Dan's like switching between all the character sheets.
It's okay. Take your time.
Okay, maybe not this much time.
I don't know.
There we go.
Woo!
Nice. Plus
And-
a D12.
Yep,
Yeah,
Yeah.
D12. Nice.
All right. With that, you are performing excellently. In fact, one of your best performances ever. You get paid very well and are compensated, while the rest of you listen to this beautiful performance, and you can reconvene. What do you all say and talk to each other about?
All right, so let's should we put like what information we know on the table and sort of get a group refresher of what we know is going on and what questions we have.
I mean, we can.
All right, let's get some drinks. Let's sit down and like have a little team meeting here.
Your finest whiskey, sir.
All right, you guys order up your drinks without much of an issue. It'll cost you 2 gold, so just mark that off.
Got it.
I give Kaleor once over to me. Just make sure he's
Kaelor, you
all set.
smell good?
Elora is still in his black comfort sphere.
You just recasting it over and over.
Wow.
I don't want to go back to the Shadow Realm.
I mean, that's fair. I'm not sure if that's how it works, but
Well, until we do know how it works.
All right, so
can I do like
I'm
a
just
nature
gonna-
check to see if this is something that would happen to him?
I would say Arcana.
Okay.
And I'm
That's
just gonna
perfect.
put my hand out to hold his and like the comforting, like, "Hey, we're here. You're present," kind of thing.
You're not quite sure, Sporelina.
Yeah, that's an interesting thought. Sorry, go ahead, Elora.
sorry. So we came here at the behest of your mother, to make sure that your ex-boyfriend doesn't retain the leadership of the council of the city.
I'm also just gonna look around, make sure nobody's listening into our conversation.
Make a perception check. Looks coast is
All right.
clear.
I'll take that inspiration though.
Mm-hmm.
And so we also know that the official story is that the head chancellor, is that the right word I'm using, Jesse?
Correct.
The High
Theo
Chancellor,
Quen.
Theo, is deathly ill and on his deathbed basically, but someone at least presenting as the High Chancellor was at the shindig that we went to, and as far as Kertz's report, did not seem to be deathly ill. We also know that this Parker fella is up to something really bad, possibly turning the Sky Prison into a nuke that he can just drop onto the city just to see if it'll work. So that's where we are at, right? I mean,
Yeah, no, that's basically it. And
You should also be aware you guys are meeting with the Chancellor tomorrow.
Okay.
And potentially Parker as well.
Oh, okay. So, on top of all that, we haven't really figured out anyone else that we could possibly put up on a pedestal as to take the place of Dane. Dane, that's the boy toy's name, right?
yep, that's Boy Toy's name.
We haven't really met anyone else that could possibly take their place except for Lord Fancy Pants from the shindig that we were at. So I guess that's the one thing that we can learn from the High Chancellor is who he thinks would be a good replacement for him. We still don't have any idea what Dane's up to or why he's doing what he's doing, except for perhaps just the pursuit of power and influence. Well, like, we're still kicking sand here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Kind of seem like we're just going in circles and haven't really accomplished much, except we did thwart assassination plot that wasn't really an assassination plot,
We did solve a kidnapping crisis.
right? So I mean, I guess we're doing some good. I'm not saying that we have to be like saints or anything, but I feel like we could be doing more. As Sporelina is talking, you guys just start seeing her eyes get heavy, and she just plops her head onto the table and just immediately starts snoring.
Okay, God.
Medicine check.
The assistance?
Go ahead.
She's fucking exhausted and pretty injured. She's like at down 100 HP. She's got like tapped out of Arcana. She's exhausted.
So it's not something in the drink?
No.
Okay.
All right, so we're meeting with the High Chancellor tomorrow, and possibly the psychopathic murderer.
Yes. Joy.
Speaking of that, I need a disguise.
Like a mustache?
Yeah, because the Chancellor's already seen him.
Yeah.
I'll cast Disguise Self on you tomorrow. It'll be fine.
Disguise self only works for yourself. That's what.
God damn it.
Not disguise other people. I will say I do have a disguise kit. I'm not proficient in it though. It's one of the kits I got from Morik before his tragic death.
Okay, is anybody besides me and Rhiannon familiar with Farscape?
little
No.
bit.
Is there a place in town where we could go and like have Kertz done up in drag?
There's a place everywhere in this metropolis.
Beautiful. Well,
Especially in the Fae area, I feel like we could definitely find somebody to change his appearance.
all right, we're gonna do a fashion show at lunch, and then we'll go to see the High Chancellor.
Perfect.
All right. Yep. Go.
Just as we're heading up to bed, in preparation for what could be a volatile meeting with the psychopath tomorrow, if you have any necrotic spells you could pump into Barry before we go to sleep, that would be lovely.
What's the minimum spell level? They have to be where the third.
No, it just has to be an A-leveled spell. Can't be a cantrip.
Sporelina's passed out, so sorry.
Okay.
There.
Caster one. It's taking forever though.
It's all good. I got some I can pump into him too. He's down like 125.
You miss. I'm just kidding.
Just like, stop healing, Barry. Okay, so he was at 75. Apps not on his same token.
Oh, let me copy and paste.
Does he need more? I assume he does.
Hold
Hold on, I got it. He also gets 36 from me.
Beautiful, thank you.
I think that was right. Yeah. Oh, I was wrong. Hold on. It takes additional 5d8. I thought. So he takes an additional 27.
No,
Look at
that
those
was a good
8s.
roll. Yeah.
Sporelina, what's your max HP?
Mine is 147 now, since we leveled up last session.
Okay. All right. Anything else before anyone else goes to bed?
Do I dare challenge anyone to a drinking game?
Oh my god, you're on your own. Come on, Barry.
Barry grabs his
Versus
teddy
now.
bear.
What would his teddy bear even be?
It's a teddy bear that I made out of moss. I have to replenish it every
that'd actually be
morning.
really cute.
It would be comfy.
It is not like made for his size. It is like a normal size teddy bear.
Correct.
Oh.
Actually, every morning I have to get up before him because he crushes it in his sleep, but I remake it for him. So he doesn't
baby.
realize that he's crushed it in his sleep.
Yeah, I'll drink with you.
I don't know. I just liquid luck, man.
You also get really randy when you're drunk, so it's a win-win for me.
Yeah.
Jimmy, don't be telling my secrets through your roleplay. That's not fair.
Well, we're drinking whiskey, not red wine, baby.
Yeah, if it was whiskey, I'd be crying. So,
No.
Brown liquor.
Makes you cry.
Oh no.
White liquor makes you throw up.
Oh god.
I just don't drink anymore, honestly. Actually, for the record, though, the last time I threw up almost on you was on the cruise, and that was champagne.
Yeah,
Oh,
which is
no.
clear
White
liquor.
liquor. There you go.
That's white wine. It's not
Yeah,
liquor.
close enough. White stuff. Anyway, so do you guys want to role play it or just pass the time or just go to bed?
I'm good with whatever.
Each of you roll a performance check. Let's see how both of you do, and we'll just summarize it
God.
in a roll.
Oh, is it not? Hold on a second.
You can tell us to roll.
Roll it here. +5.
Ooh, so close yet
Plus, I'm
so far
also
away.
resistant to poison.
You dirty little cheater.
I don't know. I think we're gonna give this to Cinna for just having a good time, and Elora, you were like barely keeping up with her. Well, you're keeping up with her for most of it, and then, I mean, you all win at the end of the night. But anyway, everyone go ahead and take a long rest.
Hallelujah.
Change out your spells if you need to.
Yes, change out any spells that you need. Get all your HP back. Get everything back. Half your hit dice, and so on and so forth. All right. The day breaks. It is a beautiful sunrise at this point. You head downstairs for breakfast. Some of you might be a little hungover, but otherwise, you see Lady Vianola arrive, and I have a new picture to show you of her. I think that shows a very
Aw.
beautiful, mature woman.
That actually looks a lot like someone I knew from my childhood, so it's a little creepy.
Good.
Yeah,
That's
that
what I
looks
was going for.
remarkably like a teacher I used to have in middle school. It was
I
very
mean,
uncomfortable.
she's a brunette woman. It honestly just kind of looks like every
Generic.
generic brunette older woman
Well,
I've
it's
ever.
just the NPC that the Matrix is showing all of us through.
There we go.
Oh my
So
god, Mom, what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready for your appointment. Your appointment is at noon.
Right, we have an
But
11
it's
o'clock
6 in
with.
the morning.
It's 8 a.m., Cinna.
Oh god, it's still too early.
You were saying, Elora?
Yeah, we have a 11 o'clock appointment with Pomp and Frill down the street to make sure that your boy here can't be right.
Oh, well, they open at 10. Let's see if they can squeeze you in a little earlier. Just that way you have enough time.
I look at Chris. I'm thinking something with crinoline.
You're the boss, I guess. I don't know.
Where's Kaelor? Why is there a black spot over there?
He's inside the black
Um,
spot. He's afraid of his own reflection because he got sucked into another dimension from a mirror golem. So now he's refusing to look in a mirror.
Kaelor, can I see you, please?
Yeah, you promise the mirror golem won't adopt me from the other dimension?
I can't promise that, but I will assure you that we will help you if that happens.
Kaelor Reginald Torbane.
I swear, this happens like at every decade. At 10 years old, he was afraid of the dark, and he was afraid of some monster under his bed. At 20 years old, he was afraid of the captain's guard under the bed, of course. And now, how old are you now,
That man
Kaelor?
was very scary, Mom.
Is the mirror golem even a real thing? Anyway, Kaelor, drop it, please.
I point to Barry. I'm like, he's no more unreal than he is.
Urbolg.
you
Barry's
drop
having an identity crisis, everyone.
I finally drop it.
All right, you drop it. You can see that there are a lot of mirrors around you, and you can see your reflection. But luckily, you do not feel the urge to resist anything. You are staying in your body. Your very clean body, as your mom says. Wow, you finally got a haircut and shaved and took a bath.
I mean, that perm looks great, doesn't it?
Is that your normal hair color?
Again, you smell so good, and it's very scary.
Weird.
I guess
like
the miracle it took your body getting taken over by an extra planar being in order for you to have good hygiene.
I swear to I swear to the gods, if this makes the mushroom folk no longer like me, this is gonna be, oh god, there's gonna be hell to pay.
Don't worry, we'll roll you around in like a pig pen or something before we go back.
You just spend a couple hours in Barry's chest. You'll be...
All right, well, let's eat your breakfast and head over to what store was it?
Pomp and Frill.
Pumpkin frills.
Very good. So you guys have your breakfast and you head over to Pomp and Frill. Who would like to describe the outfit that Kertz would be putting on?
Oh, it's definitely floofy.
Think Kaylee's purdy dress.
Yes, from Firefly.
Hold on, we'll see if I can find a gif of it. I think there is one.
Bows and curls. It's like Little Bo Peep went to a marshmallow factory.
So he's a female. You're changing Kertz into
No,
a female?
he's a dude in a dress.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It has to be pretty flowy below the waist to hide his massive hog. I did max it out.
You did max it out. His poor pirate wife.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. So he's definitely a dude in a dress. But he kind of looks like a Victorian fop with the makeup, like very pale powder makeup with bright rougey cheeks.
All right. 10 gold pieces for the whole outfit and get up. So go ahead and spend
Worth
that.
every penny.
And Kertz, how do you feel?
I feel bonita.
You look bonita.
Bonita.
All right. Well, follow me. I'll take you into the palace for your meeting with the Chancellor. And she leads you into the center of the city. And let me change the music. What kind of music would we have? I don't even know. God.
Bum 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 bum.
Yeah, I don't know about that. How about this one? Nope, not right. I'm not feeling it. All right, we're just going to go with calm. You guys head into the palace with the large open doors. Many guards are waiting there. They notice Lady Vianola and just say, Counselor, as she walks by, and she kind of gives them a nod. You all walk past and continue on going through until you reach a large set of doors that Lady Vianola opens up for you. There are two guards directly outside. But as you enter the office of this Chancellor's office, you immediately notice the rich and imposing atmosphere of the room. The air is thick with the scent of old parchment and ink, and the faint fragrance of sandalwood wafts through the space, emanating from a small censer sitting on a side table. Your eyes are drawn to the large oak desk situated in the corner of the room, piled high with papers, documents, and scrolls of varying sizes and colors. The surface of the desk is worn and stained with years of use, but still appears sturdy and dependable. Behind the desk, a high back leather chair faces the door, suggesting an air of authority and command. To the left and right of the desk, tall bookshelves filled with thick tomes and volumes of all shapes and sizes line the wall. You can see that many of the books are weathered with age, and some pages that have turned yellow with time. The shelves are crammed with so many books that they almost appear to be sagging under the weight. In the far corner of the room, a large meeting table dominates the space. It is surrounded by high back chairs with plush cushions, making it clear that important discussions and negotiations take place here. The table is adorned with a polished silver candelabra, which casts a warm glow throughout the room. Overall, the office is a testament to the power and prestige of this Chancellor who works here. The overwhelming sense of history and importance in the room is palpable, making it clear that this is no ordinary workplace, but a place where decisions are made that can change the course of the city. And let me change you all. I'm gonna copy and paste your tokens. Copy. And paste. Inside, you see 3 individuals. As Lady Vianola enters the room behind you, she just goes, Order of the Winterflower. This is Chancellor Theo Quen. Beside him, you can see Counselor Dane Laurafair and Counselor Arnir Nahazar.
Oh no,
The-
this is a table of villains, isn't it?
The Chancellor looks to you all and, well, it's very nice to meet you all. Come in, come in. I hear you have quite a lot of work to do today. Tell me about yourselves. What makes you so, I guess, the adventuring party? I saw you at in the island party. It was quite a spectacle. Excellent work on that.
Thank you. We're a great adventuring party for like many reasons, but mostly because we trust each other. We fight well together. I think a lot of our abilities really complement one another. Sporelina Dapperling, by the way, Sporelina tips her like her mushroom cap at him.
Very nice to meet you, Sporelina. And the rest of you, I know your names. I mean, you're already quite famous in the kingdom for what you solved on the island. Very, very happy for that. Gilderoy is as well. Unfortunate for Mr. Arturio, but what can you do?
I would like to incite him as he's bringing this up, just to like see if there's ulterior motives behind what he's saying.
Sure. Go to secondary voice channel.
So what's Kertz's lady name?
I don't know.
I mean, you're a dude lady, so you can be any name you want.
Well, we need to get the name straight. I'm thinking Karen.
Okay.
I don't believe or maybe you have, but this is Dane, Counselor Dane, and Counselor Arnir. They were just finishing.
I met Dean at the party right before things got weird.
I reach forward to shake both their hands.
Arnir shakes your hand and just kind of gives you a smile. Dane also comes by and shakes your hand.
I give him
Lovely
a
to meet you
really
again.
hard shake.
Make an intimidation check subtly. A nice subtle intimidation.
Fuck's sake.
Fucking
This
your
is
girlfriend.
plus 11.
27.
Nice.
It's wonderful to meet you again. Fuck. It's nice to meet you all again. As he pulls his hand away.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Chancellor.
I kind of just like pinched the back of Elora's arm, like the back, you know, like when you're acting up at like church and your mom just is like, "Fucking knock it off before I pop you one." that's what I do before.
Chancellor, it was a wonderful meeting. Thank you. May I ask what this business is about? As the Chancellor says, well, they're here to escort Parker Van Horn to the trial chamber, where he will face questions tonight. And it's going to be an emergency meeting with all of us. Is that really wise? I figured the Parker would just rot in jail or in prison for the rest of his life. Well, he has valuable information. Supposedly, he has laboratories all over the kingdom, and we would like to know where these laboratories are before they get into the wrong hands.
If Sporelina could, she would have a light bulb like pop up against her head, like above her head.
Got it.
That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Insight Dane to see if he's
Sure.
kind of.
Insight and address.
21. Go to secondary voice channel.
Ah, shit, that's.
Also, fix your HP, Kertz. I don't want your man, cause I gotta love that. I need my computer to stop trying to make Bing a thing. It's not a thing, Microsoft. Sorry.
But it's totally fetch.
Working.
Oh dear.
Insight.
Hello.
Inspiration.
Oh
Do
my.
you have inspiration at all?
He's having a Mrs. Doubtfire at the fridge moment.
Not much better.
Oh my god.
As-
Oh, it's painful.
Can't bardic inspiration be a reaction now?
Yeah. Dude, come on.
As Chancellor
She just like
Theo Quen
hits you in the nuts so your voice gets higher.
looks through and sees all of you. He sees Kertz and just and he sees Kertz and he makes eye contact with Kertz, and then raises an eyebrow, but he doesn't say anything. That'll be all, Dane. Thank you for your concern, but we shall see you tonight when Parker is to answer some questions. Very well. And as Dane begins leaving, he turns to you. If you are to be escorting Parker, just be aware he's very dangerous. And if should anything go wrong, don't hesitate to just kill him.
Wow, aren't you soups positive? We actually got this though, Dean. So why don't you go? The adults are talking.
Roll an
I need like a
intimidation.
bitchy roll for.
I think
Roll
that's
for bit?
intimidation.
Can that be like oh Jesus. What would that even
Like a-
be?
I
like
think
a
it's
catty
intimidation.
roll.
I
Yeah, I mean,
feel
I
like
guess it is.
intimidation would be the best one.
Yeah, but it's intimidation is what's it called?
Charisma base.
It is charisma based. Okay.
Yeah.
See, I feel like intimidation for Elora should be strength based, just because she's
Yeah,
an imposing.
it
I
could be-
probably could have used that. But
Yeah, it could be either one. But Alora's intimidation is
I'm gonna
also
I'm gonna use my inspiration on this.
You
Is
go
this
for it.
stupid? Yes, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Wow.
Yes!
Woo!
Sporelina's like she is an absolute sweetheart, but when she doesn't like you or she knows something dirty about you that she can like use against you, she definitely turns into the mean girl in school. She becomes that girl that is like so like two-faced, like backhanded compliments to the point where you're just like not sure what's happening.
As Anir and Dane leave the office, you are left with Lady Vianola and the Chancellor. As the Chancellor just says, so I think the order of operations for tonight is you will be transferred to the prison. You will intercept Parker Van Horn and bring him back, and immediately bring him to the trial chambers, where we will question him. You will stay during the questioning, and you will make sure that any funny business does not occur. And as much as I don't want to agree with Dane, he is quite dangerous. And at any moment that you feel the need is necessary, don't be afraid to use lethal force.
Okay.
um,
So
sorry, go ahead.
So we just like want secrets from him, right?
We're looking for information, and whatever information we can garner from him seem to be of national importance.
Okay.
And out of character question, when Kertz was eavesdropping on, I think it was the Chancellor and Dane, right? Or no, it was another dude.
It was
was
one of the
Arnier.
native. Yeah.
What? I know he didn't hear a whole lot. What is it that he heard from between the two of them?
Plotting.
But what kind, like, more generally?
It sounded like they were waiting for something. It sounded like they were planning something, and that's about all that he really was able to suss out.
They're planning and plotting something, and it was with another one of the counselors, or it was with
It was with Arnier.
it was with Arnier. Okay. So that's all well and good. How dire would you say that this information you're looking for is?
I would say that it would be helpful to have, but again, if push comes to shove and he needs to be offed, do not be hesitant.
Right. Chancellor, this is so incredibly rude. I can't believe we didn't say this, but how are you feeling? I kind of overheard whispers that you were not feeling well.
The rumor mill is constantly turning. Yes, I fell ill for quite a bit of time, but the healers were able to bring me back without much of a fuss.
Oh, well, that's great news. So then you'll stay Chancellor for a long time.
Well, as long as the votes keep coming in.
But I understand you're a beloved figure, so I can't imagine anybody wanting to replace you.
Gotta keep that good face going, am I right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Except, obviously there's like younger, budding politicians that always are going to try and take down the top, but you're strong and people like you, so I can't imagine you losing.
Again, I'm not worried. So, do you all have your preparations? Are you aware of what Parker's history is?
We know that he's kind of like a mad scientist, from what we've gathered. Kind of like it's like he's been taking a book or like a page out of the Drow handbook on how to conduct experiments unethically.
Yes, he is definitely one of the greatest wizards of our time, maybe even ever, but his experimentation is definitely gone too far. On top of that, his lack of empathy or sympathy for life, it is just unbelievable the things he's done. When you go to the prison, you will meet with Kenzie Autobahn. He is the warden of the prison. He should be able to guide you through there pretty easily. Listen to everything he says. He will be able to tell you how to operate and move through the prison.
Okay. It's like a quick cue. Is there anybody that you know of that would try and break Parker out?
As far as we know, Parker worked alone.
That doesn't mean if he had gone as long as he did without capture or reprimand, that means that there's a chance that he is charismatic enough to sway people to his side or to his way of thinking, which means he could have subversive friends. Correct?
Sounds plausible.
Real quick, Jesse, while Sporelina is engaging him in conversation, can I just do a quick divine sense?
Sure. And that is Fey, Elemental, Fiend, and Undead?
Just Celestial, Fiend, and Undead.
Ah, alright. You get a hint of Fey in the top part of the bookshelf, and in what looks to be a terrarium.
I'm gonna just pretend I don't see that, because it's just Celestial, Fiend, Undead, no Fey.
Oh, sorry. I heard you, but my brain was not
I
working.
gotcha. Nothing from the Chancellor, though.
Nope.
And I'm going to go ahead and cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
And it is
Go ahead.
a subtle spell, so he does not know that I'm casting it.
How do you do
You
a
can
subtle spell?
cast Subtle Spell?
Yeah. How do you do that?
Hello, did you not read? Hold on. I'll read it for you. Features and traits. Two separate things give me it. One is one of the things we got. Let me read it so I'm not lying to you.
See, that's the thing. I just never trust you, so it
That's
doesn't
fair.
matter if you're lying.
Yeah, because my thought with this dude is, like, he was sick and now he's not. Maybe he did just get healed, but maybe this isn't the chance.
Yep. Druidic secrets. You gain subtle spell with your druid spells. And then let me.
That's fucking dope. All your druid spells are subtle spells.
Correct. So I always have an eye out for Selena. Characters. I have to look at the thing because I think that was a part of my level up because we leveled up.
Which makes sense, because then you can cast spells as your beast shapes.
Yeah, and you can ignore verbal and somatic components of your druid spells, as well as any material components that lack a cost and aren't consumed by a spell.
Wow.
So I just
Damn.
subtle cast everything, basically.
OP.
Druids,
This is why they nerf druids.
I'm
Seriously.
so not happy about the wild shape nerf.
Well, remember, it's a playtest, so they're
Yeah.
probably going to change it.
Well, to be honest, I will never play that version of a druid. Like if I ever wanted to play a druid again, and Jesse was like, "Okay, well, you have to play the 1D and 1," I'll be like, "Well, I guess I'm not fucking playing druid."
I can see where, like, tossing somebody who's never played D&D in as a druid would be easier in that regard. But yeah, anyway.
So with Detect Magic, you detect quite a few things in this room that are magical. You detect the globe off there in the corner. You detect several things on the bookshelves, several things on the desk, and on Theo Quen himself, you detect something on the amulet, an enchantment. You detect his robes also have abjuration. You detect a ring that also has enchantment. Dude is just covered in magic items.
But nothing that's illusionary.
There is illusion magic coming from like his desk, but not on him. No.
Okay. I will take that information and I will put it in my titty pocket for when we're not around him.
Got it. In the titty pocket. Well, is there anything else you might need from me?
I guess not. I don't know. Listen, I'm confident in me and my friends that we're capable beings who have done a lot in our time together. I just wish I had more information on Parker and perhaps anybody that could be secretly working with him. But I guess I can't expect you to know all of that. So
Oh, you will be at the trial, so maybe we can uncover something.
I suppose so.
I would like to do a. I have a +7, and I just feel like this is gonna be a bad roll. I would like to do directed insight check. This is like just sort of a general vibe feel because both him and Dane were like, "Hey, do not hesitate to slaughter this fucker if he does anything." That could just be them being overly cautious with the psychopath, or me, it kind of feels like, "Hey, let's give these outsiders of our, leave to kill this dude because maybe he's gonna say something that we don't want him to."
Yeah.
Okay, do an insight. All right, go to secondary voice channel.
Oh.
With that check, you aren't able to read Dane just because he already left. But with Theo Quen, you recognize that he is he's a chancellor. He's constantly talking to people, and he's constantly just the epitome of charisma, trying to handle himself. And you recognize that he is telling you to kill Parker Von Horn if he tries anything, out of concern.
But concern for like the city, concern for himself, concern like where's that concern coming from?
You didn't roll high enough to know.
Okay, all right.
Sorry.
Any other questions, guys?
I don't. My mind is going blank right now. I'm gonna be honest. Like, just
Chancellor,
conspiracy board brain.
can I ask you a question that's kind of personal? So please feel free to not answer it. But I was just curious, if you were when you retire and you're ready to put down the gavel, so to speak, who do you want to take your place?
I want someone who the people trust. I want someone who the people can look at and say that they they see themselves in their leader. That is how you know that you have the right leader. Now, I may not have always been the perfect leader during my tenure, but I made the decision with the best intention of the majority of my citizens. And it's very difficult to do when half of them want one thing and the other half want the exact opposite. But you do what you have to.
Yeah, I mean, government is hard. I have a druidic circle in the Underdark, and they actually wanted me to take over leadership recently, and I was like, no thanks. I am way too pretty for that.
That 21 was for if he was
I just
being genuine.
inciting him, yeah, while he was talking about who he wants to take over. I'm trying to see if he has favoritism towards another council member.
Secondary voice channel.
Oh dear.
He's a fucking politician, guys. I can't get a goddamn read on.
Okay, great. Okay, all right, fine. Keep the hot goss to yourself. You and I both know that everybody always has favorites. Like, I have a favorite party member, and you have a favorite counselor. I'm just curious.
You all look at each other.
I don't even like go here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't affect
She
you.
doesn't even go here.
Jeremy, are you back?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, excellent. All right. Well, unless anyone else has anything else, you guys are escorted out of the office as Lady Vianola exits with you, and as you guys walk, she kind of says under her hushed breath, "He's allowing us to all ask questions of Parker Van Horn, but I doubt anyone is asking the right questions. I'm going to be asking about the connection between Parker and Dane. I know that there is one, and if I can get him to admit it publicly, well, that'll be Dane's downfall."
Do you know of any connection between Dane and Nazir?
Nazir is relatively new, young. I believe was also part of Cinnamoira's graduating class.
Yeah,
But
don't remind me.
I don't really know much of him. He doesn't talk too much. And he's more of a voting on the side of the majority rather than makes his own voice via his votes.
So we don't. Okay, so clearly Dane has to have friends, or at least people that he pretends to be his friends. Is there anyone that's really close to him?
I mean, he has a significant other, if that counts, but unless you're talking about politically.
Oh, so he's got a partner. Oh, fuck yeah. Who are they?
Well, his husband is, I don't know, I think he works in some sort of a shop. I think he does leatherworking, or maybe is it tailoring? I can't remember.
Sounds like Sporelina looks at Kaelor and just like rips his belt. Looks like we have to go see him to get this belt fixed.
Just rips it right in front of him like a piece of paper.
Well, fixing the belt will have to wait. You guys need to prepare before you go to the prison.
Okay, fine.
So, you want to ask questions about his Parker's connection to Dane, but is there any strange happenings that you've noticed on the council that happened between the Chancellor and Nazir? You say he's new, he's young. Why would the Chancellor be confiding in him?
Well, the Chancellor talks with all of us, separately or in groups. It's kind of a common thing. Although seeing Dane and Nazir here as well, I did know that they work together.
Now, your son and I look over at Kertz. We have ideas on how to get the information we need out of Dane. Or out of Parker, sorry. They're a bit unconventional. Plausible deniability, you may not want to be part of them.
If you see an opportunity, I say take it. We don't know just how volatile Parker will be. And the fact that he gave himself up, and he hasn't said a word since.
Also, I had a light bulb moment in there. No biggie. I don't want you guys to, like, panic or anything. But, the Chancellor said that he thought that there were multiple workshops all around the city. What if there is one of those nuclear things in every single workshop?
That screams potential.
The kingdom, sorry.
Would make sense. Maybe he doesn't need one of those fountains for that contains all of the magics. Maybe he just needs certain magics per each one. Maybe he's tapping into all of them from whatever he's created inside the prison.
Okay.
He lost Kertz.
Nope, I'm here. Just
Okay.
typing.
We lost you out of roll 20. It looked.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I'm just thinking if what if it's not a nuclear bomb, but a storage of magic that I still like my brain is still thinking that he's trying to drop the prison and basically giant meteor execution style this place to the ground, and I'm wondering if these other labs, if they connect in a circle around the kingdom, and it's not nuclear energy but a removal of magic, and it just drops and it's still kill. Like I don't know, I'm thoroughly convinced that that's what's
Either
gonna
way,
happen.
bloodshed and carnage max
Yeah.
damage.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Oh,
Neither here nor there. Parker is extremely dangerous, as we've said 100 times already. So whatever you need to do to prepare, do it now, and then I'll guide you to the teleportation circle to the prison.
Oh, that was fun.
Sporelina would like to take an hour to try and formulate a spore spray that will paralyze Parker, or at least attempt to.
And what will this do, or what is it?
Like an apothecary, like through her apothecary kits and her knowledge of plant matter, she could just like aerosol it around him like a spore cloud, and he'd like breathe it in and wouldn't be able to move for X amount of time, so we can transport him safely.
What raw material do you have?
Hold please.
Holding.
Armpit spore.
Armpit spore. I don't actually know. I wonder if my mushrooms do have any ability to. Ooh. I will use my own mushrooms to try and synthesize from that, specifically the portion of her hallucinogenic visions that can make you not move and not take actions.
All right. This will be a what is your nature?
A 12, I think.
Plus
14.
12?
Plus 14, sorry.
All right. I will say it's a nature check, DC 30, because you're distilling this sort of thing
Quickly, too.
quickly, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's totally fair. I just thought I'll try something instead of nothing.
Oh, that was
Ooh,
such
no.
close to a 19.
There is no god. I will take that inspiration and cry later.
Hey, you at least got inspiration out of nothing, right? You know,
That's
like
fair.
it wasn't
That's fair.
important thing. All right. Anything else? Anyone else want to do to prep?
I'd like to talk to Elora.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'll take you. We'll go back to your room, and I'll sit while
Oh my
you
God.
go behind the changing screen and change out of your frilly dress.
I look at Kaelor and I'll be like, "Be careful. She's apparently trying to make it with all of the Turbanes."
I know that you've done some pretty heinous things in the battlefield, but what we got planned is not generally part of war. Are you going to be all right with it?
It's not my first rodeo. And I mean, this guy's worse than the other people I've done it to. So, not going to lose any sleep over it. Probably. We'll find out when we get there.
Right. You got the basics of the magic down.
Yes. And I do have an idea to run past.
Absolutely.
So, I assume once we get a rundown, a very basic rundown of Parker, I could pull him, me, and you, as well as anyone else who would like to, I guess, witness it, if into the ethereal plane kind of thing, so we don't have to worry about outside interference.
I could be there.
First of all, does that require concentration?
No, it does not.
All right.
Which is interesting.
People might want to be part of this, but I don't know that once it starts, they'll want to be there.
Sucks for them. Once
mean,
they're in, they're in.
You know your
I mean,
you know your sister better than I. That's something you think that she'll be able to stomach.
no. She'll say yes, but no. Well, I'm assuming, but I'm proven wrong.
I was gonna say, damn.
I don't think you know what's gonna happen.
No, okay. Morbidly intrigued now.
Sporelina's gonna pass. I trust that they're telling the truth.
Is there anything?
I can't remember. Is this the campaign that Kertz killed that guy with a immovable rod up his butt? Or was that?
I think that was not Kertz. I don't think so.
No, I don't remember that.
Yep, I do. Yeah,
I do remember that. Yeah, that wasn't Kertz.
I don't remember.
Whoa.
Oh, wait,
Okay,
yes, I do.
I couldn't remember who it was. I knew it was one of your characters, and we all were just like, "What the fuck, bro?"
Jesse, is there a fantasy equivalent of like bamboo in this city that I could find?
Oh god.
There are sticks, sure.
Sure, I'm gonna grab some shafts of bamboo.
Sure.
Are you nailing bamboos under his fingernails?
This
First
is
of
not
all-
the first time something like this has happened. I had advocated for putting poop on sticks and traps.
That's true, yeah. Cool.
Hi, if you are listening to this, this is actually a cry for help.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm on board. This is nothing that's new to me. Is there anything you need from me?
Don't think so. We could bring Barry.
Yeah, I mean, if he needs to be held.
I mean, yeah. I assume we will. Well, this is gonna be a fun day. Heavy air quotes around fun. Very heavy
All
air
right.
quotes.
Anything else before we begin?
Can we take 10 seconds? I'm gonna go and get a drink quick.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
10 seconds. 10, 9, 8. Okay.
Oh, bloody hell. Alright. It's unpredictable. We're walking into unpredictable territory.
Like, aren't we always? We get into a drow-run city.
That's fair.
Hey, I just had a kooky thought. What if the guy who surrendered isn't Parker?
You're thinking about this
He's
is like
actually Dane.
this is like a like that classic play Fight Club. Like I'm Parker, no I'm Parker.
No, we know Parker's a pretty proficient mage. So, you know.
What if Parker's like an identity, like it's a bunch of mages are Parker?
Sporelina leans over to see if they're smoking elf weed again.
Did we know? I was kind of zoned out in the discussion with the Grand Chancellor. Did we know if Parker had like a significant other? Is that what I was hearing about?
Dane
No,
did.
Dane did.
Dane did. Okay.
All right. Cinna is back. You guys have all prepped. You guys know what you're doing. All right, let us change la music. Zoop. And what should we do? Okay. Lady Vianola walks you through a section of the trial room. Through a small door, guarded, of course, you all step into a ring of arcane energy that crackles and vibrates, and a rush of radiant light erupts around you. And suddenly, you are on a solid platform. Its frosted windows overlooking an empty sky. Just before this, Lady Vianola shouts, "Good luck!" and it kind of echoes all around you. You're floating nearly 5 miles above the surface. A grim-looking dwarven man wearing a glowing amulet greets you with an elaborate salute, flanked on either side by massive constructs, shield guardians, that stand roughly 7 feet tall. "Hello, I am Kenzie Autobahn, head of the Guardian Legion in this sector. This is my prison. These are a few of my guards. Let's keep moving." As you look at these shield guardians, they are not typical shield guardians in any shape of the imagination. They are decorated and meant for constructs of war, in essence. All of them quite scary looking. All right, there are your tokens. I'm going to take out this berry.
Kenzie, the prison itself, what is holding it aloft currently in the sky?
We have, if you look out the windows, you can see that we are attached to some, we are chained to some crystals. These crystals have magical powers, and they are able to float against gravity. Don't really know how they work, but don't really need to.
Have you had any trouble with the prisoner?
Prisoners? We have no trouble at all. Once we put them in their cell, they'll be staying in there for sure.
So they don't get recreation time or go to the mess or anything. They're just sort of...
Kept here to die? Yep, that's about it. Kenzie leads you down a long hallway lined with cell doors, behind which, Kenzie explains, are swirling portals. The floor and ceiling are glass, affording an incredible, if vertical-inducing, view of the world below, and a panoramic view of the sky above. This is the march you'll have to make with Van Horn. I suggest you take a minute to consider the architecture and your plan. If you've only got one shot of that, as you've only got one shot at this, the Guardian Legion will be on hand to assist as we can. Many of these soldiers lost friends, family, to Parker's abject cruelty, and will be glad to see him meet his end. Some would be happy to watch you kill him right here. But the Chancellor and Council members has given the word, and their word is our command.
Will we be able to have a few moments with Parker for some questioning before we lead him out of here?
I suppose so. Don't see anything wrong with that while you're in his cell. Don't think you'll get much out of him, though. Hasn't made a peep since he came here.
Oh, yeah, but he's, like, never met me before.
As Kenzie escorts you past the portal doors, he starts to reveal a bit more detail. The creatures inside the reflecting pool rooms, the beings, not the prisoners. They're called echo wraiths. In some cases, they're epic psychic projections created by the prison, and in others, they're manifestations of memories from which the prisoner's own mind. From within the prisoner's own mind. However they're formed, they're very real and serve a specific purpose within the prison. They guard the prisoners so we don't have to. They attack with deadly force if the prisoners try to escape. And if a prisoner somehow manages to get past the echo wraiths, well, the portal doors do a number on them as well. Should someone come out on the other side of one of these portals, old Bunty up in the control room can blast them without much fanfare. Or just collapse this glass panel here and let them fall 5 miles to their doom.
Did you use the name Bunty, or is that written into the adventure?
It's legitimately written.
That's great. I love
Bunty. Yeah. Shout out to you, Bunty.
Woo.
You guys continue, and you wrap around into what looks to be a control room. I should mention these are 10 feet squares, so each square is 10 feet. As you wrap around, you enter the control room where you see individuals walking inside, and just a couple guardsmen of the Legion's Guardian. And there you see Kenzie introduces you to Nigel Bunty Buntrose. He explains... As Bunty is introduced, he's human, younger, actually quite young, probably in his 20s, and he just says, yeah, I don't think the prison is affecting Parker in a meaningful way. Almost as though he enjoys watching his crimes play out again and again. Parker deserves the worst.
It makes sense for a true psychopath to never get better. That's not that's a full-blown character flaw, not, it's like a personality trait, not like a bad habit. You can't just shake it off.
Well, we watch him here from the control room. I have ways to scry on him, even though he's in a pocket dimension right now. But in my opinion, the only solution for someone like him is death. And if we don't kill him, he'll escape and do far worse. He's not fit to live. How do we know that the Counselor and Chancellors aren't in this league together? As Kenzie just... No, you listen here, Bunty. If they say that we are to release Parker Van Horn, we will do so without question. We serve the Chancellor and the Council. And we don't understand what they plan on doing, but we serve. You understand? Yes, sir. Anyway, the mechanisms of the prison. Each of you will have an amulet, and at this point, some other individuals come out and hand you each an amulet. This will allow you to enter and exit a portal. There's an extra one, and he hands it to whoever would like to take it, for Parker, for you to escort him through the portal. The Echo Wraiths will not attack anyone with an amulet. Typically, the Shield Guardians help with prisoner transport. But because Parker created the ones being used here, we kind of decided that it was unsafe to use shield guardians to escort him, and so that's why you've been asked to do this. The Echo Wraiths will attack anyone attempting to escape through a portal if they are not wearing an amulet. Walking through the portal without wearing an amulet could also have life-altering, if not life-ending, side effects. Once through the portal door, you will have to escort Parker down the hallway to the teleportation circle, at which point all of you will be magically transported to the chamber for trial. Bunty, I'm reading. Kenzie says, "Don't kill him. We'll see you back on the side in no time," as he escorts you away from the control tower and back to the Hall of Holding. He turns a key, which opens a heavy door, revealing a crackling, swirling portal. Alright, any last-minute questions?
Does this necklace come in a more flattering color for my skin tone?
Unfortunately not.
Bummer.
I do have one
Check on
question.
him.
Aye.
Ask a question first.
You seem pretty adamant that you don't want this man killed on your watch.
The Chancellor and the council members, they asked us to deliver him safely for questioning, and that's exactly what this mission is about.
Did you find it strange that both the Chancellor and one of the council members told us to kill him if anything goes wrong?
If those are your orders, then those are your orders. My orders are to escort, prepare everyone, and keep everything on high alert. Keep your tail tucked tightly between your legs.
Can we have a movement with our group here before we step in?
Absolutely. As he
Can I
closes the door.
insight check him first?
Sure.
Cool. I just want to see if he's on the up and up. Hey.
Go to the secondary voice channel.
Oh, that's bad.
Parker. Oh, god damn it! We're gonna get trapped in the...
Sporelina, you probably want to keep your bag of holding on this side of the door. We're about to step into a pocket dimension.
I have a feeling Jesse didn't know that. We would have been fine.
Suppose while we're waiting, so there are pretty high stakes here right now.
I prefer mine like medium rare.
That's funny you should say that. We are going to employ some tactics on the other side of this door that might not be kosher to some of you. Oh, Jesus
Oh
Christ.
my.
That's a big bark.
Yeah.
So I would suggest that any of you that has a strong stomach or perhaps doesn't want to look at me and Kertz in a different way, remain on this side of the door.
I get your concern. I hear your concern. I appreciate your concern. But I think we all should go grab the prisoner and bring him back. No matter what you do, I'll just like turn around and do the fuzzy bunnies thing. But splitting the party with an extremely dangerous being is like not it.
I'm with Sporelina on this. Like, I don't think that even if you guys do whatever you're going to do, I don't think it's good if we split the party.
All right. Kertz, did you have any other questions for our host here?
I'm good. Let's get the ball rolling.
All right, off you go. And remember, it's only this hallway. We'll be here to help. He watches with a solemn stare as you each step into the portal.
Loop, loop, loop.
What you see before you as you enter the next area, at the center of the space, seated cross-legged on the floor with his hands on his knees, is a handsome, if jagged-faced human man. His steady breathing the only sound you hear. There are other figures here, somewhat ethereal in nature, which also pay you no regard. They seem disconnected from time and purpose. But the moment you take a step toward the figure in the center, their heads all shift to watch you with unerring stare. Parker, sitting right there, looks like this. And the Echo Wraiths seem to be shifting between their ethereal-like nature and humanoid-like forms. As you see daggers and the knives begin to rise and slice through the air as you watch the ethereal-like beings almost die or pretend to die. And after like maybe 5 minutes of watching them cry out in pain and death, the entire scene just kind of recharges, it resets. And all the beings and creatures go back to their original thing. One is grabbing what looks to be beer or ale out of the stein. Another one looks to be cutting up some vegetables. Another one used to be dining, etc. And the scene just repeats and repeats. Parker does not have any reaction to anything. Just staring off into the distance, 1,000-yard stare.
Is this like replaying a scene of you like horrifically killing people? That makes sense. That makes sense. Hi Parker. You look actually kind of good for your age and position at the moment. I'm Sporelina Dapperling, and we're going to be taking you to court today. Aren't you excited? You get to, I don't know, defend yourself or whatever. I'm not really sure how the court system works up here.
He has a deadened look in his eyes, and he doesn't respond.
I want to give him a medical check. I want to check this dude out. Doesn't seem right. I don't like this.
He's a psychopath. Nothing's right about him.
With that medicine check, as you give him a good once-over, if you recall, when you guys visited his one laboratory, Elora looked at his journal and things and studies to see if it was like the writings of a madman or not. And it wasn't. It was actually pretty coherent and pretty outlined and such. When you kind of do an assessment of him, you're kind of getting a different vibe. That maybe he isn't all there. That maybe he's been altered in a way. Whether that's because of this scene that he's been seeing or from something else, you're not sure.
Oh.
Before you do anything, perhaps we should bind him. I'm getting the vibe that you're getting, but case.
Yeah. Yep.
Wait, so did they just like take away all his magic? Because that's like so fucked up.
Less magic, more lobotomy?
Yeah, I believe the matron tried something very similar on us during our final encounter.
Humans are like so disgusting. They're just so aggressive. I don't get it.
To be fair, we don't blow people up and then try to eat them like your cousins. Oh.
Okay, they're not cousins. They are a distant species. The fact that you think just because we're both mushroom folks that we're closely related.
I mean, you all just look alike to us.
Goodness.
Mm.
I'm
Good
gonna
old
have
fantasy racism.
very restrained Parker.
Very. He grabs Parker without much of an issue as the wraiths begin to enclose you, concerned and about to attack.
Hey,
We're all
it's
wearing
just
our necklaces, right?
Is Parker?
Oh, we're also gonna put a necklace on him.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right,
Hey.
gotta get the wraiths off you there, bud. Here you go.
The wraiths back off.
I tried to get a better color for us, but they don't listen. Nobody cares about fashion in this world.
I wish I remembered Feeble Mind.
I believe it's a greater restoration.
Guess it doesn't have that prepared. Oh,
I
I
do.
do.
Okay.
Actually, it's probably better you use one right now.
Okay. Is his brain being weird? Oh, I could fix that. Like, no problem. Sporelina will greater restoration him.
is he in
I
the
cool-
Shadow Realm? Maybe.
Also, make sure before she does that he doesn't have an arcane focus on him. I assume he doesn't because he's in prison.
He most certainly does not.
Cool.
Okay.
Make him naked. Make him naked.
Put him in the bone cage, restore him. 100
As you
pieces.
try to restore him,
No.
whatever is affecting him seems to not have much of an effect. The greater restoration did work. It definitely like connected, but this whatever effect is affecting him is still present.
It could just be this place. Can I detect magic in here to see
The
if there's
whole-
any?
Magical, yeah.
Right. Does any of it seem like the kind of magic that would be able to dampen a magic user?
I will let you do an Arcana check with
Okay.
Kurt's medicine since he rolled a 23.
Ba, ba, ba. I'm going to use my inspiration for that. Before
You
you
want to
say
keep
whether
that 23?
Oh, yeah, I'll do that.
I'll add
Alright.
guidance to that. I
Alright.
forgot I had that.
There are several types of spells or things that can affect someone's mind. You think that this is the telltale signs of a mind blank spell.
Does it seem to be self-inflicted?
I apologize. Hold on. Maybe that's not the spell that I was, because I just looked it up. It's a different spell that I cannot remember. Alter memories.
Modify memory.
Modify memory. Thank you. And oh, okay. Well, greater restoration would have done it. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. With that greater restoration, you see like a knowing look in Parker's eyes as he blinks, looks at you all.
Hi, please don't kill us. We're just here doing our job, and your memory seemed a little shoddy, so I figured I could help fix it. Hi, I'm Sporelina. Are you okay? You're inside of Barry the Bone Golem right now, but he's nice, I promise.
He's just laughing.
I'm gonna punch him in the face.
All right, go ahead and do some damage. We'll just say it hits, and it does damage. As
that
it
was
hits,
immediately aggressive.
as it hits, he takes the hit, gets like a swollen eye, and just just continues laughing.
Is go time? No go time? Yay? Nay? We doing this?
Why is it whenever I'm nice to people, they don't want to talk to me? I just like being nice. Why can't we just, ask him, what's up, bro? Why are you up here? Are you okay? Who did that to your brain? Who modified your memory?
Suddenly, the voice of the laughter stops, and Parker goes, "Terribly sorry. Who are you?"
Sporelina. Hi,
Wonderful to meet you. I'm Parker Van Horn.
I've
Where
heard.
are we?
You are in a floating prison.
Sounds like one of my designs.
Well, I definitely know that the big armored baddies out there are definitely your design. So,
Parker, do you know why
Wonderful.
you're here?
No.
maybe he was framed?
Well, we can find out. Is go time?
Just start. Yo, we
Kertz is
just
really
lost Sporelina.
trying.
Yeah, I don't like this
It's
place.
okay. You're fine. Anytime I drop my fucking mouse,
It closes
somehow
out Firefox.
it perfectly lands every time to close out my fucking browser.
Yeah, I'd do an insight check to see how genuine this confusion is.
Sure.
Can I assist?
Make your own check, Cinna.
Okay.
Or Kaelor, you have advantage, whichever one wants it.
I'd also like to do a separate insight check.
Sure.
Guess advantage? Unless you have more than the +8.
I'll give
Nope.
advantage to Kertz
I'll give you
because we're
advantage.
kind of a team right now.
we
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, Kertz, do your 2 insights.
Fuck.
Oof.
Double 2s.
Wow.
All right, Kaelor, go to the secondary voice channel.
Oh boy!
no.
It's just down to Cinna.
No, Senna gave him advantage. That was
I
why
was
he
gonna say that's why you got the 26.
Yeah, but you're the last person that needs to have a one-on-one in the other group chat. In the other chat.
Oh.
Yeah. Alright, so we're all on the plan. We'll do it. Someone just needs to give me a signal. Let's go.
Oh, I'm waiting to give you the signal. I'm seeing what we can get out of this guy before we go all out. You guys are back?
Yep.
How's Kaelor looking?
Kaelor?
Yeah, let's see, how am I gonna play this? You know what? I'm going to try Oh, come on! You can do better than that, surely. The great Parker Van Horn is a better liar than this, or has the tales of your intellect been greatly exaggerated?
I assure you, they have not been exaggerated. But you're right. I do know why I'm here. I committed atrocities.
Just wanted to see what would burn the world. Is that it?
Experiments need to be run, and the price to pay is just a price.
I
People
was
get
right.
in my
He's
way.
a mad scientist.
Oh, well, we are more than that.
We? Oh my gosh, there's 2 of you?
Well, more than 2.
Okay,
First is
honestly, are you sitting here and telling me straight to my face that Elora's elf weed conspiracy rant was correct? Because I'm gonna be so upset.
As he blinks and does a little shake, he says, So, we're all here. Wonderful. Good to be back. Thanks for the greater restoration. Really appreciate it.
Oh my
Uh,
god, he's got multiple personalities.
Wait. My favorite part. As he sees the knives go through all the individuals again as they enact the show once more. So satisfying. God.
I feel less bad now. Instead
Less
of
bad
fun.
now that you know he's mentally.
No. Well, I mean, 2 out of the numerous personalities seem to be psychopaths, so
Parker,
I
how many people in your system?
How many different parallel universes are there?
That's quite interesting, Parker. You know, he's parallel universe. I'm curious. So, before this, the simultaneous splitting, what was that version of you like?
DM question. What do you mean?
I'm asking him what the original him was like.
Very smart. We were all bright, but once
of
we all figured
course.
out that we could take all of the parallel universes of ourselves and combine them into one, well, that's just what you got right here.
I just
The
gotta say,
Parker
Jesse,
Van Horns.
the one was Jet Li's worst move.
Don't even know what you're talking about. I assume it has something to do with this.
All right, so you got some Highlander shit going on right now. Tell us about your friend Dane.
Dane? My nephew? He's the reason I ended up here. Sly, very sly. Didn't think that I would have noticed. Didn't think that I would have fallen for it. But we did. Of course we did. Why trust our nephew? We won't make that mistake again.
What do you mean? How did he trick you?
He said that we would just be doing some experiments on my mind. And then he altered my memory, making me forget about all of my parallel selves. And that's when we decided that we no longer needed a nephew. But it was already too late for that. He feeble-minded us, modified our memories, kept us in the dark. Oh, we're okay. We're saved because of you.
And your nephew, was he a kin or a party to any of your little experiments?
Oh, he always talked down. He always disapproved. Such a burden.
What about the Chancellor?
Oh, that one. Looking for immortality. All the time looking to just extend his life, extend his reign on his people. And people would just keep voting for him because he's just so loved.
And
The only reason you turned yourself in was because your nephew tricked you.
Yep, that's pretty much it. But now we're here. What's our next move? Busting me out?
in a sense, just gonna have to trust me.
Oh, we don't trust anyone anymore.
I mean,
But
we'll be able to at least give you your day in court.
that'll work. I'll take that.
Okay,
Then
but
I can
you
continue
gotta.
my experiments.
If they allow that, I don't know. Again, I don't understand how the justice system works up here.
Oh,
But
I don't
you-
care what they rule.
Okay, well, could you do us a favor then? Since we're doing you a big one?
Sure.
You know, tit for tat and all. When you get into the courtroom, will you confess the truth about Dane being your nephew? You know, pretend to be feebled again when we go down there. But then, let Dane know what's up. Publicly. Shame him, of course.
I like it. Sounds nefarious, and it could embarrass him quite well.
Yeah, he's kind of a dick, to be honest, so...
Now, you said he always looked down on your experiments, but was he aware of what you were doing and the council was not, or was he aware at the same time everyone else was?
He was pretty aware of everything. And then when it went public, he was very aware.
What's the...
And he was clearly hiding you.
He was certainly learning a lot from me, from us, from all of us.
Oh, that's quite interesting. And what did you teach him?
Not much. Simple spells to cast. Nothing too scary.
Oh, I mean, I'm sure it's nothing to one such as yourself, but for some weak-minded person like him, I'm sure it was quite interesting.
Listen, can we go now? I really would like to get back to my mountain.
I do an insight check real
Where's your
quick.
mountain?
Sure.
Just want to see if he's wasting time.
Wasting time?
Yeah.
No, he's trying to, get you guys going. He's ready to get out.
Okay. Huh. All right. All right.
Another question. We found one of your little hideaways.
Ooh, which one?
The one that's hidden away under your sink.
That one. Keep everything under the sink, I always say.
Yes.
Okay.
Your little magic font that you're creating down there. What's the purpose of that?
Come around my other labs and maybe I'll show you.
How about we write down the locations of all your labs? I will pull out a parchment.
Not a fan. Sorry.
I think this is important for your rehabilitation and or movement to the council. I highly suggest that you comply.
I highly suggest you kiss my ass.
Perhaps there's someone rattling around that brain that would be a little bit more compliant
Civil.
or civil.
Yeah, no, we're all pretty much the same.
What?
You can kiss our ass.
Hey, tit for tat, seeing as we healed you and all, could you, answer a question for me?
I really would like to be leaving now.
I mean, yes, but first, can you just tell me about how mirror golems work? It's very important.
Don't stare into your reflection for too long.
Okay. How long is too long?
About a second. 6 seconds, actually.
Notes just all right. Thank you for that.
Like Kaelor, wrote it on his arm. Don't look at self. 6 seconds.
Here's the thing, Parker. I'd love to just think that you're a batshit insane person who likes to watch the world burn in the era of progress, but I don't know, something about your little scheme here doesn't seem to be sitting right with me. It would really go a long way for us to know all your little secret hideaways. And, well, let's just say if you're not going to comply with us, my friend over there is going to make you a little more compliant.
Okay, well, make me more compliant.
Here, of course. Well, technically here. Yeah. So, you willing to come with me?
Oh, I'm trying to get out of here.
Is go time?
Is go time. Do you really think we need to step into the ethereal for this?
Yes.
All right.
He can't escape from it. Probably can't escape from it. I say so.
Well, let's do this thing.
You beans, everybody, get ready to be funky. So,
All
etherealness on the entire party, including Parker.
All right. You guys shift, and because you're in a pocket plane, you only see the pocket plane in this ethereal, like, area. Ooh, etherealness. Nice spell. Kind of low level for me, but what can you do?
It is what it is. All right. Do we prep him?
I mean, he's held.
Works better.
Just an old man, all tied up. What are you gonna do to me? Oh, woe is me.
Anyway, it's kind of better if you like spread them out a little bit. You know, it's kind of weird when they're all bunched up. You know, stakes in the ground, kind of spread eagle.
Barry will hold him spread eagle.
Also break his fingers, just to be safe. I know spellcasters kind of need their fingers. So
Okay.
Furby doesn't have them.
You break his fingers. You'd think it would hurt a lot more in the ethereal plane, but I didn't really feel much. Can we get this over with quickly? Hurry up.
Elora, you're going to ask the questions, because I'm going to need to focus.
Go ahead.
If you guys are going to kill us, just fucking kill us already.
Yes, in this spell.
No, I guess I could just feeble mind him again. And then he'll be just him, all by himself, trapped in that big, stupid brain of his, with none of his little buddies.
Where the fuck did this spell come from?
Black Staff's book, so I need a con save.
Jesus.
And we have inspiration to give him disadvantage. Oh, wait, I have inspiration. I give you disadvantage.
All right. There we go. 23.
Disadvantage?
Oh, disadvantage? Nope, 23.
Shit.
Half damage?
No. Yeah, sorry.
Half damage, but it doesn't affect charisma.
Not yet.
Correct. So, half a death.
It's tickling. Oh, God, make it stop. This is just embarrassing for you guys.
Yeah. Alright. It's like a con save.
Disadvantage?
I only have the one inspiration, so unless somebody else wants to.
Oh,
27.
yes.
I will say, Kertz, at this point, this was a feeble old man when you met him. Now that you're starting to see just what he's made out of, as you cut into his skin, it's almost like his blood is of arcane nature. And it's almost like he is not a frail man by any means. Judging by the damage dealt, and you know how hard these things normally hit, judging by the damage dealt, this is barely a sliver on someone like Parker.
That's fine.
What is your spell save DC?
19.
He has to roll a 2 or a 1.
Yeah.
So we have 10 rounds to do this.
I only have three.
Up to a minute.
Oh, right. Okay. So, I don't know what it does after we get through the.
All right, so I did 3, so here comes 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You know, you call yourself a torturer? You're kind of not good at this.
Never had such a resilient target before. So 2, 3, and I don't know what to do from there. Spell only goes for 3 bonus actions, but it also says a minute. So
What was the name of that other mage that we
Nope.
met? Oberus?
Yeah.
Oberus.
Oh, that's all right. Well, you are a resilient old man, I'll give you that. Here's what I say we do. We take you down for your little trial, your little questioning by the council. They re-feeble mind you, put you back in your cell for all eternity. We let Oberus continue to pilfer all your knowledge.
That buffoon? Ah, not worried. He's not gonna find anything of mine.
He's actually already found quite a bit of yours.
Looking around with several of your golem, or is it golemis? More than one.
And we made a little deal with him too. For every one of your places that we find, if we contact him and give him the knowledge, then we'll be rewarded a pretty penny.
Deception check.
Oh wow, it's like one charisma skill I don't have fucking proficiency.
Well, I'll flay him alive if he takes anything else. Actually, I'll just flay him alive anyway. Should be
I was
fun.
gonna say he did also take like a bunch of your books, to be honest. Like a bunch of them.
Oh, I have them all memorized. It should be okay. But still, stealing from me. Not a fan. I'll kill him.
Should I just feeble mind him right now?
I would like to do one thing first,
I would
just
do
because I
it.
don't like this guy. Just, but yes. We're just going to cast one thing. Please do feeble mind. I like this. Ah, that is booty cheeks.
Oof, it tickles. As it touches his skin, you can see the arcane nature of his blood and body. It does hurt him, but damn, is he just so resilient.
I think Kertz is going to be checking notes through this. This is interesting. This is new. I don't like it, but it's new.
You know, if you just keep casting those low-level spells, you could kill me eventually. Oh, I would really like that. Please, please, please do that.
Maybe. We'll find out.
Anybody else got anything to ask him?
Can I just ask why? Like, why? Like, listen, I have met many psychopaths in my life that like to kill people just for the sake of fun or
Were
the
they
sake
your
of
significant others?
what?
Were the psychopaths your significant others? You seem the type.
Oh, well, sometimes, but no, not really. The last boyfriend I don't even know if I'd call him a boyfriend that I had, he just had like a lot of personal issues that I don't think any of us were really ready to handle. I don't have daddy issues, if that's what you're asking. My dad is great.
You have grandpa issues as he gives you a wink.
Listen, old man. Do not write a check you cannot cash.
He laughs, not me. That's him laughing.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
that's me laughing.
I guess I'm just asking why. Like, why? What's the point of it all? Just to kill a bunch of people? Is it just pure, unaltered, gross pleasure? Is that it? Because my God, that's so boring. I was hoping you would at least I don't know, have some top secret evil plan.
My plan is to stop people from getting in my way. The stone temple was exactly where I needed a lab, and they were in my way. So I put them all in sarcophagus. With the dreams and nightmares of the parents, their kids were annoying me, allowing me to not focus as well. So I had them put them down. The people who you see right here were serving me food dropped a knife. The clinging was not my favorite. It rang in my head for at least 30 seconds. So I made sure they wouldn't clang anymore. The blight that I put on the farmers, well, they weren't growing my favorite crops. So I figured I would help them by destroying all their crops so they could regrow more. I'm so kind. And as for those wizards and mages that tried to capture me originally, well, no one can capture Parker Von Horn.
You're literally in a prison right now.
Of my own volition, this is my prison.
Oh, your own volition because your nephew feeble-minded you, correct?
That is correct. That is correct.
So not of your own volition.
Hmm.
So you were caught. Oh my God.
You're right. Go on, take me.
I feel like you just can't admit when you're wrong.
I mean, he is a man. That's literally their fault.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Misandry podcast.
I am going to cast Feeble Mind at Boy Wonder. I'm going to give him disadvantage.
All right. And what kind of save is this?
Intelligence, unfortunately.
He is going to intentionally fail. See you on the other side.
Can
Oh,
you tell if someone
He
intentionally
worries
failed?
me.
I would say yes. I feel like if somebody is trying to save, you would feel that pushback.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, you know what I'm more concerned about? So, in case you haven't noticed, this guy seems rather clever, and particularly socially clever, right? Well,
Correct.
and this cousin of his managed to trick him.
Nephew, but go on.
Well, I'm just saying, if he could manage to pull that off, what else is he capable of?
Do you really want my honest answer? Because, I got a list.
I honestly believe at this point our best course of action is to beat this feeble-minded man to death. I don't like it, but I don't want him to, one, leave this prison, and two, go back down to the surface. This is bad.
I mean, he does have 1,400 hit points. Thank you, Jesse.
You're welcome.
It'd be take a long time, but I don't.
So I mean,
would. Mm,
here's the thing. He is. Do we know if he's a wizard or a sorcerer? Just
Wizard 1000%
Okay.
of the way.
That was like he's probably got an intelligence.
so he doesn't have. Let's just think about these. He doesn't have a focus or any components.
Yeah, but
I-
do we know if that they're at a certain point, like in epic leveling, if you don't need a focus to cast anymore?
I don't know that, but we also
I'm
broke.
metagaming, damn it.
We also broke his fingers, so he can't cast somatic components. And right now he's
I-
feeble-minded, so he can't speak. But of course, once he gets to the chambers, they'll likely remove that from him. We could cut out his tongue and force them to, telepathically question. That's depending how far y'all want to go. But I mean, we were given an option to bring him down and to only kill him if things got out of hand. Things are not out of hand. On the other end, we're being asked to bring down a murderous terrorist down to the people. I mean, I have no stake in this race except for putting a terrorist down into the earth. Like, this is your city, your kingdom, your rules, your laws. The Torbanes have the say in this, I
Agreed. I mean, I will say though, I don't understand how we're going to kill him. Like right now, he's like basically a drooling old man. It feels wrong.
Yeah, but that drooling old man, if he wasn't a drooling old man, I'm pretty sure would use us like a goddamn cheap toy. Also, is there a way to find out if someone has made a simulacrum?
You tell me.
Would there be a
Arcana
check for
check.
that? Yeah. what the question was more posed as, I should have said that, but what kind of check would I need?
Arcana, probably.
Sure, Arcana. No, you do not know if there's a way to figure out if someone made a simulacrum.
Yeah, I figured. It's not like he like cuts a piece of flesh off and it just says like simulacrum on his skin or something.
Got a barcode on his neck.
I would assume simulacrums. I mean, they're technically constructs. They're magical constructs. Can a simulacrum be dispelled? Good question. I'm not playing a wizard this time around, though.
Okay. I have a suggestion.
I am all ears.
We bring him out of the pocket dimension. And then Cinna sends a message to Mother Dearest. And says, explains what the fuck is going on. And this is probably the worst idea anyone has ever had.
Also, that Dane is his nephew and knew about his atrocities before everyone else.
Yeah, but we can explain that when we get there. And I mean,
Yeah, but it's a good thing to lead with, I think, because that's really what your mom wants.
Yeah, 25 words or less. So. I mean, worst comes to worst, we end up, unfortunately, beating this man to death.
The other option, I would say, if there's any way you could ask the Axiomatic General for any help.
That is Kertz. Also me. I can ask. I don't know if they like me enough to answer in a positive way.
And you have to figure out what you're going to ask, though. What is?
I mean, that's just a religion check.
No, I was talking about your deity.
Oh no, not using that till I have to.
You get a free one though, once a week, you big baby.
I do not.
Oh, you didn't take that yet?
No. Just
Oh.
because I didn't take it because it's kind of a little too cheesy. Because I would be an asshole. And I know myself enough to not give myself that power.
The whole
So I
point of
prefer
that
you-
power is to be an asshole with it.
Yeah, but I know, but
What
I
is
want
your
these-
fucking purpose then, Cleric?
all I'm saying is give it a little bit more time before I can say, hey, that guy over there that's giving us problems, how about we make him explode?
I mean,
So,
just like we all know this is fishy. The dude was quote unquote tricked by his nephew to a prison that he built with guards that he built with a a torture chamber that is built by him that he doesn't seem to mind, which he didn't even have to really deal with for the last however many years he's been up here because he's been a fucking little dumb shit. And now we're being asked to bring him back down to said council and yada yada yada. So
yeah, I'm going to make a quick prayer. I need guidance on this.
I say we just take do your prayer, then we say we take a quick vote of the Torbanes. There's 3 of you, so there should be a majority rule.
Yeah. Okay. Jesse, do I have a word limit for the question? And does it have to be 1 or can it be 2?
You can ask as much as you want. Just keep in mind that it's more of an emotional response rather than a verbal.
Got it. I will guide myself for this because I know my track record with religion. So 2 questions. One is it a bad idea to bring Van Horn down to the surface? And 2, are we out of our goddamn depth?
The second one is yes, for sure. I
Yeah,
don't think we
I
need to
know,
figure
I
out
know.
that.
Fuck off. 22, 25.
The first question was, what was it?
Is it a good idea to let Parker Van Horn down to the surface? Or bring him down to the surface or whatever? Like, is it gonna be like a big oh shit moment? Like scale
Your
1 to
god cannot you're not going to get a thing of the future. You're not going to be able to perceive the future, nor will your god tell you the future. They will
thinking, like, big red button flashing like, no, do not do that.
yeah, it's not going to be like anything like that. But you do get a sense that justice, your god wants justice.
Justice takes many forms, Jesse, you know this.
Yeah. So
And
on the
second
one
question.
hand, they want the justice. On the other hand, it's going to be difficult. Second one, make your religion check.
With guidance. I don't know if they'll allow the second time.
Yes.
Thank you for the obvious answer. At least I got that. At least I know you don't hate me enough to lie.
I like to think that his yes or no is just the
Gives back.
no, I was thinking the necklace that you're wearing just like conforms into a hand and then gives you a thumbs up.
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
I like that.
All right.
Jesse, can that be it? Can that be how it works?
Sure.
God.
All right, Torbanes, let's get a ruling here. Kaelor, what do you think? We kill him or do we bring him down?
I don't know. My gut's telling me not kill him. Something doesn't feel right here.
All right, Cinnamoira, my love.
I do not want this man touching the ground, but I also think we need to warn my mother that Dane knows and has known the whole time about this man and maybe make an alternative path of judgment, but I do not want him on the ground. I also just don't want to kill him outright because I feel like he might be useful against Stain. But
Kertz.
sorry, it's
Yeah, this is gonna sound weird. Can I do not like a post insight check, but kind of like an insight check based on the conversation we had with Van Horn to see if Kertz would have recognized anything that this was pre-planned, like Dane
like
And-
premeditated.
premeditated, faked, or allowed the feeble-minded, allowed himself to get caught in the prison, and then knew that eventually he would be brought down, and Dane could have undone the feeble-minded once they got down to the ground.
This is gonna be a very high insight.
Yeah, no,
Can I assist?
I imagine.
I'm gonna put an insight of 32 on this.
I can assist. I'm very insightful. We put our brains together.
I would also like to give myself guidance for this. Please, dice
I'll
God.
give you some bardic insight.
Yes.
too.
Get that fucking roll.
Please, dice God, please. Oh, that's
Oh,
not,
that was almost a natural 20.
that's not good.
It's not bad.
D4 and what?
20
A
Uh,
D12.
You need a
12.
10 on this D12.
or higher.
Fuck you, dice gods.
Oh, come
Fuck you right in
on.
the ass.
Wasn't meant to be.
It's not meant to be. Kertz is too fucking stupid.
All
He's
right.
11 intelligence.
To get anything with a 26.
You asked a lot of questions.
Yeah,
You
well, no,
already
I
did
mean,
a lot of insighting.
I asked a lot of questions. It was shitty wording, but it basically, like, was this whole like a dog and pony show? Like, oh, you went to prison. Totally totally against plans. Wink, wink, kind of thing.
Again, should have
Yeah.
rolled a 32.
Yeah, no good.
So what is the plan, just so I know what to do for next session?
I'm okay. One vote to bring him down, one vote to keep him here and try and figure something else out. So it's up to Kurt.
I thought the option was bring him down and kill him.
That's what. Yeah, but Cinna doesn't want to kill him. Doesn't want to bring him.
It just seems like we're going to let loose a squirrel in a cabin.
Squirrel with
Well,
dynamite.
Yeah.
I've got a very, very shitty ace in the hole, so I say we bring him down and see what happens.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
And
I will read the next part / talk to you about the next part. So, you all begin to step into the ring of arcane energy that, where is that? Oh, I'm dumb. As you attempt to go toward the arcane portal, it becomes clear that something is not right. The amulets on your chest start to glow somewhat, and a slow smile begins to creep over Parker's face. A voice within the cell is audible to each of you. A soft voice, but one you recognize as Bunty Buntrose's. I'm truly sorry for this, he says, but I can't let you take him. And so I can't let you leave. He's a villain, and he must be destroyed. And since the Counselor and Chancellors don't have the will to do it, I'm afraid it's come to me. I've shut down the prison. In a few hours, the entire system will collapse. I'm not certain what will happen then, but I
Oh my
suspect
God,
it will be
you're the
mind-splittingly
fucking
painful.
villain, you dummy. Oh my fucking God, you're so stupid. Do you know
And for
when
that,
this
I'm
thing-
sorry, but it's what he deserves.
Okay, yeah, but Boy Wonder has like literally bombs placed all over the place. So when this drops, everybody in the whole kingdom is gonna die, you dumbass.
I'm sorry you're caught up in this now, but you understand.
Yeah,
Collateral damage.
I'm like literally not. I'm gonna plane shift. Can I plane shift everybody out of here?
I would like to
It
try
is
something
very
first.
much anti-magic from plane shifting in a prison.
Can I use my ace in the hole?
And that is where we will end up next time during the session. What is your ace in the hole? What were you planning on doing?
Divine intervention.
What I'm doing.
It's not going to be. It's going to be quick. I mean,
If
it's either
you
a yes or
recall,
no.
if you recall, I did say divine intervention is now any spell. Any spell.
Does it have to be a spell?
No, it can be an ability or something like that. But it's not going to have any power beyond, a 9th level spell.
Oh, come on.
What do you want to do? And we'll figure it out.
Erase Parker Van Horn from history. So it will be as if he never existed.
So,
including to his physical body.
So, I will say that in the epic tier, there is a spell that can do that, but it's epic tier.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I will be willing to sacrifice Kertz to make this happen. Oh yeah.
All right. I am in a conundrum. All right. Give me. Oh, damn it.
Can we do this next week? Sporelina
Yeah,
is
I'm
gonna
gonna
have
think
to
about
figure
it.
out something.
Yeah.
Okay, great, thank you.
And I need to figure it out. All right.
Got it.
Anywho, anyone who
Good
has
night,
made it
everybody.
to the end of the stream, thank you very much. We love you. Send us on Discord. You know the deal. And good night.